friends, come on in. Let's pour a hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate and turn to Job chapter 25 and 26. Bildad's wrapping up his final speech here, and Job fires back. These chapters hit on pride, worth, and what real comfort looks like. I'm so glad that we are sitting together through this. Sunel style, chatting through this like family. Bildad starts in chapter 25 by basically telling Job, just stop, quit chasing answers, and accept your fate. He gets all poetic and harsh. God is perfect in power and justice. Humans, we're just maggots and worms compared to him. He's saying no one on earth can be righteous. Everyone's tainted. So Job needs to quit being so prideful, admit his sin, and bow down low. Bildad's accusing Job of puffing himself up by defending his innocence. Like Job thinks he's better than everyone else. Friends, that maggot and worm talk, it stings. But here's the truth. We know that Bildad missed. We're not worthless crawlers. God created us in his own image. His breath is in our lungs. His likeness stamped on our hearts. Comparing us to maggots and worms, that's not just mean to Job. It's an insult to the Creator who knit us together carefully in our mother's wombs. We don't have to slink up to God on our bellies, groveling like we are nothing. No way. Because of Jesus, we get to approach God's throne of grace with boldness and confidence. Hebrews 4:16 says, "Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." And Psalm 8 verse 5 reminds us that God made mankind a little lower than the angels and crowned us with glory and honor. We're image bearers. We are redeemed children of the King, not worms. Job didn't need to accept his fate like some lowly bug. He could lift his eyes up to the God who sees him, knows him, and fights for him. Then in chapter 26, Job doesn't hold back. He answers Bildad with some heavy sarcasm. Dude, thanks for your help. You've really comforted me. Wisdom will die with you guys. Echoing what he said way back. He goes on describing God's massive power, shaking the earth, hanging the north over the empty space, wrapping the ocean in clouds, scattering lightning, all that wild creation stuff. It's like Job is saying, you think you've got God figured out. Look at the universe. He holds it all together with a whisper. Your little speeches don't even touch it. Job's friends had tons of head knowledge, big words, fancy theology about God's justice and power, but it brought zero comfort. They lacked empathy. They were so busy chasing wisdom, proving their point that real wisdom, loving people well, kept slipping right through their fingers. They sat with Job for 7 days at first, and that was good. But then they turned into know-it-alls instead of heart friends. Doesn't that hit home? Sometimes the best way to support someone who is hurting isn't a sermon or a fix-it plan. It's just loving them right where they are in the moment. Sit in the ashes, listen without fixing, bring a meal, pray with them, hug their kids, and say, I am here, no explanations needed. Jesus put it simply in John 15:12. Love each other as I have loved you. Luke 6:31 says, do to others as you'd have them do to you. Romans 12:10 calls us to be devoted to one another in love, honoring each other above ourselves. And Galatians 6:2, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. That's the empathy Job's friends completely missed. The kind that says, your pain matters more than my right answer right now. If you are the one supporting a friend through grief or trial today, ask yourself, am I chasing head knowledge, wisdom, or heart love, wisdom? And if you're the one in the fire, you're no maggot, you're crowned with glory. Approach the throne boldly. Your friends might miss it, but God never does. Thank you for joining me on this step of our celebration of faith journey through the book of Job. Friends, if Bildad's harsh words or Job's sarcasm stirred something in you or reminded you to love others better, would you share this video? Pass it to that mom who is hurting, that family who needs real comfort. Let's be the empathetic friends that Job desperately needed. God willing, I will see you tomorrow for more of Job. Until then, love big, approach bold, rest in God, and know that you are deeply, deeply loved. Shalom, shalom.